Are you part of a nonprofit organization, a youth group looking to raise cash for your cause? Stay tuned at the end of this video to learn how you can bring the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation to your town live, featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Through the ages, across generations, we've searched to know everything. Now, our biggest questions will be answered. It's absolutely everything you need to know about WWE. From inside the ring facts to beyond the ring history. Everything WWE is right here. Absolutely everything you need to know. Available now online or wherever books are sold.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Maurice.
And I am John Cena, your host.
The host. Wrestling fans, before we get to the news going on in the King of Sports Professional Wrestling, let's check out what's going on here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Are you headed to WrestleMania 34 this weekend for the third consecutive year? The Millennium Wrestling Federation will be part of the WrestleCon convention that takes place WrestleMania weekend, Friday, April the 6th through Sunday, April the 8th. John Cena Sr. will be joining us, along with the man that was part of the main event of the very first WrestleMania, Cowboy Bob Orton, along with an individual that held a variety of championships in WWE, a man that's badass to the bone. We're talking about Hardcore Holly. Rounding out our group, a true Professional Wrestling Hall of Famer, the patriarch of the legendary Hennig family, Larry the Axe Hennig himself, making an extremely rare appearance. Between now and March 1st, we have special discount prices on individual tickets and VIP packages. Get yourself a free WWE t-shirt and Bruce Pritchard Something to Wrestle With drink koozie. Fans that pick up the VIP package itself will also be entered into a free daily merchandise giveaway as our thanks to you. If you can't make it to NOLA, you can still help our efforts, bringing you great video content. Order an autograph photo or two using our mail order option. Head on over to the BostonWrestling.com super site today to help support independent wrestling. All right, Johnny, I'm ready for New Orleans, baby. Some of that Cajun food. I'm getting hungry.
Not me, beignets and that good old chicory coffee right down there in the square. You can't have anything better than that. And a po' boy.
From what I understand, Johnny, your favorite dessert in all of New Orleans is called Betty. See?
I think you're wrong. You know what? We have to clear the air right now. That is not a fact.
That is not your favorite
not
dessert.
True. No. Beignets, right. Yes.
Betty's,
chicory
no.
coffee, no.
All right.
No. Is it? No, thank you.
All right, wrestling fans. Well, that one may be a little stale, but that's a different story.
It's old. Yeah, let's not do that one anymore.
All right, on to a more serious topic, Johnny. We have Piggy Brody tweeting us from Charlestown, Massachusetts. You guys did an exceptional interview about Rich Swann last time Johnny was in studio. Unfortunately, Rich Swann's situation has come to a culmination. Let's talk about it, Johnny. The good news is Rich Swann cleared of all charges down in Florida. The bad news is on his birthday was severed ties with WWE. And I have some strong opinions on that.
I'm sure you do, like you always do, and that's good, because we can always agree to disagree and still be friends.
Sure.
But my thing about Swann is this. He may have been cleared of all charges, but if he even did 1/10 of what they said he did, put his hands on a woman and did that, you know what? I think the world of Rich Swann, believe me, but it doesn't sit well with me at all. I guess the severance with WWE and Swann, that says a little bit more to me than just you're cleared of all charges. I don't think they would have severed the relationship if there wasn't something there.
Well, you know what, Johnny? I very rarely do this, but I'm going to do it in this case. I'm going to explain something to you that was told to me by a mutual friend of ours from down in Florida. It's to the significance of this. I don't want to get into it on video. I think, you know, I have to say ahead of time, Rich Swann is a friend I think the world of him as a talent. I think the world of him as a human being. What he's been through in his life, it's a remarkable story. And just throwing the fact in there that this happened on his birthday, you know, it is what it is. But I just, you know, we're in an age now where every time someone's accused of anything, they're automatically guilty and their career is supposed to be over. And I think that's not just in Rich Swann's case, not just in professional wrestling's case, not just in entertainment's case. I think anyone, anywhere, in any profession with this Me Too movement, and I'm not taking anything away from anyone that's ever been a victim of any crime or assault or anything, but I think it's very dangerous that anyone who's accused is automatically guilty. I think that's wrong.
I didn't see that in Swann's case. What I saw when I read all the case, and I followed it pretty closely, was there were allegations made by his wife. Am I correct? The woman in the car was his wife?
Well, there were supposedly people that saw him get out of the car at the red light to get him and bring her back to the car.
Well, but she also stated that was fact. She filed the charge, so fact is fact. So now what happens is, in order to be free of all charges, I don't want to file charges. I don't want to go any further with this. So, again, I'm not sticking up for anyone, and I'm not trying to look like the good guy or the bad guy. But if WWE was satisfied with the fact that it was truly something that never happened and was vindicated, then he should still be there. The fact, and you're incorrect when you say somebody's automatically guilty. I think what you're seeing is a lot of false accusations. There have been a lot of women who have been terribly abused.
And I want to make that clear. I'd say 90 to 95% of these accusations, I'm sure, are true. But there's still that percentage that are not, and I think it's wrong that a man is automatically guilty if they're accused of something.
Well,
automatically guilty. That's wrong.
Silence is part of the problem. If you're accused, speak up.
Sure,
at least
absolutely.
make your side known.
When it happens.
Well, yes, correct. But you know what? I mean, the abuse of women it's awful. People doing what they do. Why would you do that to a human being?
And it's gone on for too long.
It's like the abuse case of other situations. And I think that, in his case, I feel bad. But he's going to do very well in the Indies. I think you're going to see a lot of this young man. I think he's going to be all over the place. He may be picked up by, the TNA group, the Impact group. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him there. But I sit back and say to myself, WWE is the cream of the crop. And for them to make a decision to sever ties with the potential this young man has and offered says to me, you know what? There's more to this than the man behind the curtain.
Do you think that maybe it's a situation where they just wanted to send him home, evaluate life, and maybe bring him back down the road once the situation has calmed down a little bit?
I don't think you'll see him back.
Really?
I really don't. I think that it's over, it's done with.
Ever?
Unless, and I might agree with you on one point, unless he decides to look at the big picture, and unless he can control that side of him that caused that issue, there's no sense of bringing a man like that back. So what's going to happen is he's going to get out to the Indies, all over the country, maybe even the world, and he's going to begin to see what life's really all about. And hopefully he'll grow up. That's part of the issue. And be able to deal with these situations that really don't need violence or don't need aggression. You take a look at some of the things that we've all done in our lives, and you go, boy, I flew off the handle over that. Well, I really shouldn't have done it.
We've all had worse moments of our lives. I think anyone can say that.
I don't think you've ever bashed a woman.
No, I have not.
I can say in my whole life, I have never done that. It's tough.
It is. But let me ask you this, Johnny. We haven't even discussed this, as we have a lot going on behind the scenes, especially with me, myself, over the next 6 weeks. What would you think of a Rich Swann return to the Millennium Wrestling Federation?
I'd be in favor of that.
You would be? Okay.
I would definitely be.
Very good.
I have nothing against him. I just think that there's a lot that we don't know. And I think WWE was privy to that. Their legal department probably knew more than any of us know.
I'm sure. I hope so.
And so I say that Swann deserves that chance. He now has to go out and prove himself. But I do say that you'll see him in Impact Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you this, Johnny. After we posted the video that we had last time, Rich actually reached out to me. And I respected the fact that we were so respectful towards him in the situation. And that meant a lot to me because, again, we try and answer people's questions. We try and treat every situation and every person with respect. And I have a personal positive thoughts about him, as I know he's a good human being, and I know he wound up in a bad spot that I'm sure everybody wishes worked out different.
Well, you know what? He's not the only one that has problems in life. And unfortunately, his problem was, our problem is, anybody's problem is, once you're in the spotlight, you're on the mark. So you got to deal with that stuff, unfortunately.
All right, Piggy Brody, you heard it from Mr. Cena himself. We'll head on over to the hard camera again. I love how I get to be the technical director, even when we're on set. Cough, cough, wink, wink.
I'm telling you, Cecil B. DeMille Jr. right here.
There you go, brother. Nobody does it better.
The 10 Commandments.
I only hope for great things for Rich Swann. I hope we have him in this studio again sometime. He was with us several years back. I hope we have him in an MWF ring once we have active Northeast live events again. That's a different story for a different time. For the fabulous one, Mr. John Cena Sr., I'm Dan Marotti. WrestleCon New Orleans, baby, here we come. It's WrestleMania week. The countdown is on. By the time you probably see this, it'll be probably about 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out. I got the bags packed. April 3rd, I'm headed down. You leave on the birthday of Reno Chastain.
On April 4th.
April 5th.
5th?
5th.
Wow. Bring a belt with you.
Until we speak again, you and yours, be well.
New York City on Friday, March 16th. It's WWE Live on the road to WrestleMania for the first time ever at the Garden. Brock Lesnar takes on Braun Strowman and Kane in a triple threat match for the Universal Championship. And Roman Reigns teams up with Seth Rollins and Finn Balor to battle The Miz and The Miztourage in a 6-man tag team match. Plus, free agent John Cena and Nikki Bella collide with Elias and Bayley in a mixed tag team match. It's the WWE Live Road to WrestleMania tour at MSG Friday, March 16th. Tickets and VIP packages are available.
I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
Let us tell you how the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation can help raise cash for your nonprofit cause. Experience the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation live in your city, throughout New England, the tri-state area, down through the Carolinas, out to our friends in the Midwest and beyond.
If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner to work with every step of the way.
The MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size, from our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, and the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls. We've presented live events everywhere and anywhere.
Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town. Not for a wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph, pose photo opportunities, Q&A sessions, and so much more. It's the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and greet reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more.
Our live events are fit for fans of any age from 5 to 95. This fall is part of our new Kids Club program. We offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far on our local television offerings and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platforms.
Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the NWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause.
Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year to your community.
Don't just take it from us. Here are the folks we've teamed up with in the past.